The conversation starts here.
Please welcome Andrew Ross Sorkin and his guest, CEO of Tesla, CEO of SpaceX, Chief Engineer and CTO of X, Elon Musk.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you so much for being with us throughout the day. And I couldn't be more pleased to sit with Elon Musk as our final interview of this remarkable time we've all had together. He doesn't need much of an introduction, but I want to say a couple things. He's the richest person in the world. He may very well be the most consequential individual in the world right now. He runs the most innovative companies in the world: Tesla, SpaceX, Starlink, which is part of that, Neuralink, the Boring Company, X, and his X.AI. And he's disrupted each of these lanes. He's moved at breakneck speeds, but he's faced a storm of controversy in the process. He joins us today following a visit, as you all know so well, and we discussed earlier, on Monday to Israel, where he met with the Prime Minister there and the President of Israel. And we're going to talk about everything. And my hope is that we can talk about how he thinks, about his influence, about his power, about all of it. And we're going to talk about innovation and everything else. I want to say just two other things real quick.
Sure.
We met each other for the first time 16 years ago.
Yeah, it's a long time.
It's been a long time. And
oldest kids were 3.
when we first met, I think you were about to deliver your first Roadster. I don't think you had yet. Larry Page was still waiting to get one.
Like 2007?
2007, 2008. And I remember
it was delivered 2008.
I remember going back to the newsroom and saying, I think I just met the next Steve Jobs.
Really?
And
okay,
I'm going to hold to that.
Okay.
I'm going to hold to that. But a lot has happened between when I first met you and now. You came to DealBook.
It's been boring, that's for sure. Wait, actually, technically, I do have a boring company.
2012, you came to DealBook and sat on this stage, and we're thrilled to have you back. But there's been so much that's happened between now and then, and there's been so much that's happened in the past week and a half. And
Bro, this guy has I'm going to say 5 companies that's dominating in their space. Tesla, the Boring Company, X, Starlink, SpaceX. Are there more? Are there more? Oh, the AI, XAI. I don't know if these companies are integrated. Like I might be naming. I think they're all separate entities. Bro, this man is killing them. I don't know if you're hiring. I'm an electrician. I got a really good resume. If you're hiring, you know what I'm saying? My contacts are here on Twitch. I'm just saying.
A lot of folks, and I want to tell you this. A lot of folks called me up and said, you really going to host Elon Musk here? Can you believe what he just said on Twitter? On X. On X.
Yeah. So I no idea what this Twitter thing is you keep talking about.
Should you platform him? That's what they said.
Yeah.
Should you platform him? And I said that I think that it's our role, and I know you have issues with journalists.
I have a platform.
I know you have an issue with journalists oftentimes, but I said it's our role to have conversations and to inquire. And
you could have done this on Twitter,
sometimes even interrogate ideas. And I'm hoping we can do that. So I want to start just so we can begin this conversation and just level set.
He should have done this on X.
Through everything that happened.
Why didn't he do
everything?
Maybe
over the past week and a half.
How long have you got?
We've got the time.
Okay.
You send out a post or an X or a tweet.
Yeah,
I don't know what
post,
you want to
whatever.
describe it as.
I'm trying to change, like, when things were just 140 characters, it made sense to call them a tweet, because there's like a bunch of little birds chirping. But when, the point at which you can put like 3-hour videos on, it's like, it's a very long tweet.
So here we are.
Post is more descriptive, I think.
And at some point, I don't know where you were, but you write in responding to another tweet.
Yes.
Post.
This is the actual truth. And it set off a firestorm of criticism all the way to the White House.
Right.
And then you make this trip to Israel. You have advertisers who've left the platform. People calling you.
Well, the trip to Israel is independent of it wasn't some like apology tour. I want to be clear. That was.
Okay, well, let's talk about that. So just take us back to the moment at which you write that.
Trip to Israel is independent of. It wasn't like in response to that at all.
Well, we'll do Israel in just a moment.
And I have no problem being hated, by the way.
I hear
Hate
you.
away.
Well, but you know what? Let's go straight to that then for a second.
Sure.
Because there is an idea, and you could say that
I think
you
it's a
don't
real
care.
weakness to want to be liked. A real weakness. And I do not have that.
Well, let me ask you this then. There's a difference between saying I don't care if anyone likes me or they hate me.
Yeah.
But given your power and given what you have amassed and the importance you have, I would think you want to be trusted. I would think maybe you don't need to be liked or hated, but trusted matters. If X is going to become a financial platform where people are going to put their money, where the government's going to give you money for rockets, where people are going to get into the cars, they need to ultimately decide that you are. They don't have to decide that they love you, but that you are ultimately a decent and good human being.
Yes, I mean, I think I am, but I'm certainly not going to do some sort of tap dance to prove to people that I am. So as for trust, I mean, I think we break that down in a few ways. If you want satellites sent to orbit reliably, SpaceX will do 80% of all mass to orbit this year. China will do 12%.
Did I say Starlink?
8%. That includes Boeing, Lockheed, and everyone else. So the rest of the world will do 8%. SpaceX will do 80% of all mass to orbit this year. China will do 12%. The rest
Dominating
will do 8%.
in their space.
That includes Boeing, Lockheed, and everyone else. So the track record of the rocket is the best by far of anything. You could hate my guts next. You could not trust me. It is irrelevant. The rocket track record speaks for itself. With respect to Tesla, we make the best cars. Whether you hate me, like me, or indifferent, do you want the best car or do you not want the best car? So I will certainly not pander. And Jonathan, like, the only reason I'm here is because you are a friend. Like, what was my speaking fee?
You're not making any. First of all, I'm Andrew, but
Yeah, sorry.
it's okay. Second of all, we've known each other for a very long time.
I'm talking. Yes.
And
Did he call him something else? What did he?
Sorry.
it's okay. You're not making
was-
any. First of all, I'm Andrew, but
What did he
My
call
speaking
him?
fee.
you're not making.
Because you are a friend. Like, what was my speaking fee? I'm here. So I will certainly not pander. And Jonathan, like, the only reason I'm here is because you are a friend. Like, what was my speaking fee?
You're not making any. First of all, I'm Andrew, but
Yeah, sorry.
it's okay. Second of all, we've known each
He's
other
a
for a very long
friend.
time.
I'm talking. Yes.
And
Listen.
you know,
What I'm trying to illustrate is that sometimes I say the wrong thing.
I think there are a lot of people who are tired. But
Yeah.
let me go back.
You should hear the sketches that SNL wouldn't post, by the way. Those are really good.
And I would say, unfortunately, or fortunately or unfortunately, whatever friendship we have, not great. We don't talk to each other that much. But let me ask you this. It's true. That's true.
Like, where am I?
Doesn't return
Anyway,
phone calls.
Yeah.
That
The point is,
often.
I'm here because you're a friend, not because I'm being paid or because I need any validation or anything. It is that we've been friends for 16 years, and I promised you I'd be here, and that's why I'm here.
Well, I appreciate you being here.
Not for any other reason.
But let me ask you this then. Let's just go at it. Just tell me what happened. You write this tweet that says that this is the actual truth. People read that tweet.
Yes.
And they say Elon Musk is an anti-Semite, that he is riling up this base. You're hearing it from, as I said, the White House. You're hearing it from Jewish groups all over. I think Jonathan Greenblatt from the ADL is here. There's lots of people who say this. And by the way, it's not just that.
Did you read the whole thing?
I did, and that's why I want to ask you
And the
about
responses?
Excuse me?
I said more.
More responses?
Yeah, I said more. I said more than what you just read.
Yes. No, there was absolutely more.
Yes.
But I'll tell you the thing that struck me. It wasn't, and I'm an American Jew. It wasn't just the people who had that view. It was actually people who really are anti-Semites, who said, "Oh my goodness, go Elon! This is fabulous." And that actually was the thing that really set me back. I said to myself, "What's going on here?" And I want to know how you felt about that in that moment when you saw all of this happening.
Yeah. Well, first of all, I did clarify almost immediately what I meant. I would say that was, if I could go back and say I should, in retrospect, not have replied to that particular person, and I should have written in greater length as to what I meant. I did subsequently clarify it in replies, but those clarifications were ignored by the media. And essentially, I handed a loaded gun to those who hate me, and arguably to those who are anti-Semitic. And for that, I'm quite sorry. That was not my intention. So I did, post on my primary timeline to be absolutely clear that I'm not anti-Semitic, and that I, in fact, if anything, am philo-Semitic. And the trip to Israel was planned before any of that happened. It was neither here nor there. Do you see this thing? Mm-hmm. Do you know what it is?
I do, because I actually followed your entire trip to Israel.
Right.
Why don't you tell everybody?
This says bring them home. The hostages. It was given to me by the parents of one of the hostages. And I said I would wear it as long as there was a hostage still remaining. And I have.
What was that trip like? And obviously, you know that there's a public perception that, and you're clarifying this now, but there's a public perception that was part of a apology tour, if you will. That this had been said online. There was all of the criticism. There was advertisers leaving. We talked to Bob Iger today.
I hope they stop.
You hope?
Don't advertise.
You don't want them to advertise?
No.
What do you mean?
If somebody's going to try to blackmail me with advertising, blackmail me with money, go fuck yourself.
But
go fuck yourself. Is that clear?
That's fair. That's fair as shit. Nobody clap. Nobody.
You're in the order.
Holy shit. I'm glad I'm watching this shit. God damn. Holy shit.
well, let me ask you then.
Can we go? Is this a live crowd? No, there's a live crowd. They was fucking cheering.
If somebody's going to try to blackmail me with advertising, blackmail me with money, go fuck yourself.
But
I mean that.
Fuck yourself.
Yourself. I mean that.
Is that clear? I hope it is. Hey, Bob, if you're in the audience.
well, let me ask you then.
That's how I feel. Don't advertise.
How do you think
like
then
this.
about the economics
sorry.
of X?
I'm sorry.
If part
I'm
of
sorry.
the underlying model, at least today, and maybe
I'm sorry. I like that shit. Old cart. What's up, brother? Bro, Holy shit! I want to rewind that because that is one of the statements of the decade. Holy shit! I did not know he said that.
Go fuck yourself.
Wait. I want to hear the
Online,
context.
There was all of the criticism.
Hey Bob, how you
there was
doing, man?
advertisers leaving. We talked to Bob Iger
hope they
today.
stop.
Old Cart, how you doing?
You hope
Don't advertise.
you don't want them to advertise?
No.
This is the
do you mean?
statement of the decade.
If somebody's going to try to blackmail me with advertising, blackmail me with money, go fuck yourself.
My mind is blown.
Go fuck yourself.
My mind is blown.
I hope it is. Hey, Bob. If you're in the
Holy
audience.
shit!
Well, let me ask you then.
Like the crowd is stunned. The crowd is fucking stunned. I'm stunned. Oh. Stop the fucking press. No, I didn't hear nothing about this. Holy shit! I want to watch all of this shit.
That's how I feel. Don't advertise.
I want to watch all this shit.
How do you
I
think then about the economics?
like Elon
of
Musk. I don't know why. There's so many.
If part of the underlying model
Nah, all right,
today,
let
and
him cook,
it
let him
needs
cook.
to shift. Maybe the answer is it needs to shift away from advertising. If you believe that this is the one part of your business where you will be beholden to those who have this view, what do you do?
F-Y.
Go fuck yourself.
I understand that, but there's a reality too.
Holy
Right?
shit, bro! If it's wrong, speak the way you feel, bro. Bro, I'm fucking blown away by that, bro. That shit went to my core because this is like the problem with everything right now. Everything is controlled by money. Like, I'm giving you money, say this. Do this, or I'm pulling back my funds. I'm fucking blown away. I did not watch this before. This is like brand new, actually.
Yes. No.
I mean, Linda
no,
Yacarino's right here, and she's got to sell advertising.
Absolutely. So,
Holy shit. Sorry, man. Hold on.
Totally. So,
Bear with me. My fault. I watch the big screen because I could read your text better, and that shit just went off. So give me a second. Let me adjust that, and then we can continue this. Cause god damn, I'm all in. I wasn't even supposed to watch this. We supposed to be watching animals right now. Something said put this shit on. I put it on. Go fuck yourself. Holy shit. Damn. Give me a second. I'm sorry. Okay.
No. Actually, what this advertising boycott is going to do, it's going to kill the company.
And do you think that
And the whole world will know that those advertisers killed the company, and we will document it in great detail.
But those advertisers, I imagine, are going to say we didn't kill the company.
Oh yeah.
They're going to say
tell it to Earth.
But they're going to say, Elon, that you killed the company because you said these things, and that they were inappropriate things, and that they didn't feel comfortable on the platform, right? That's what they're going to say.
And let's see how Earth responds to that.
So this goes back to
We'll both make our cases,
right,
and we'll see what the outcome is.
What are the economics of that for you? I mean, you have enormous resources, so you can actually keep this company going for a very long time. Would you keep it going for a long time if there was no advertising?
I mean, if the company fails because of an advertiser boycott, it will fail because of an advertiser boycott. And that will be what bankrupted the company, and that's what everybody on Earth will know.
But what do you think then of this goes back to the idea of trust, though.
He speaks.
And it'll be gone because of an advertiser.
He speaks like he's not from Earth. And Earth will know. And Earth will know. That's wild speak. And Earth will know. That's a wild speak, ain't it? Who says that?
Recognize that some of those people are going to say that they didn't feel comfortable on the platform. And I just wonder and ask you and think about that for a second.
Tell it to the judge.
But the judge is going to be...
The judge is the public.
And you think that the public is going to say that Disney is making a mistake?
Yes.
And they're going to boycott Disney?
They already
They
are.
should. They already
Well,
are.
there are some that are for lots of different reasons, but you think that this is going to, that you have the, this goes to actually the
Yeah,
interesting of power.
it blows my mind the way he speaks. He speaks like he's not one of us. Earth will know. What? What the fuck is that? Earth will know. And don't even get me started on the other Zuckerberg dude. I don't know if he's really, really fucking smart. I really respect him, right? The other dude, Zuckerberg, you can't tell me he's not Data from Star Trek Son. You can't tell me that. It's funny, right? Because I used to watch that show. But he is Data's from Star Trek's like a splitting image. I could go into that, but then it'll cut into this. I'm really, bro, I'm into this shit right now. I don't, holy shit.
Let the chips fall where they may.
Can I ask why that is the approach? And I ask it because you've been
Wait. How you doing, man? Thanks for the follow, man. I'm sorry. I'm into this shit. This shit got my attention real quick. How you doing, man? How you doing? How you doing, man? Give me a rundown. Where you from? How you doing and all that? Let's get introduced real quick, and I'll play while you if you feel like answering.
You've been
You know
very
what I mean?
particular about the approach to Tesla. When you think about the engineering involved in that, the approach to SpaceX, the approach to some of the stuff you're doing with AI.
We're working on it. We're working on it. It's a long way to go.
There's not a let the chips fall where they may approach to those businesses, I don't think.
No, we focus on making the best products. And Tesla's gotten to where it's gotten with no advertising at all.
I understand that.
Tesla currently sells twice as much in terms of electric vehicles as the rest of.
Really? Wow. Well, good for you, man. Holy shit. Golf cart shop. Wow. Is that lucrative in Northwest Indiana? I would think so, right? That sounds like an exciting, little life you got there, man. Good for you, man. Good for you. Yeah, I try. It doesn't happen all the time. I kind of rely on my audience to, lead me in the direction of where the stream goes. So, come around, man. We could, you know what I mean? We could go places, wherever that is. I don't know where that is, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean.
In the United States combined, Tesla has done more to help the environment than.
I'm from New York, by the way.
All other companies combined.
Seasonal, right? I'm an electrician. You're kind of speaking my language. Seasonal. Oh my god. Electricians are not seasonal, but it's downtime. There's a downtime for electricians. I run a small shop, and there's busy periods, and then there's not. So I can relate.
Fair to say that, therefore, as a leader of the company, I've done more for the environment than everyone else, any single human on Earth.
How do you feel about that? No,
How do I feel about that?
Yeah, no, I'm asking you personally how you feel about that, because we're talking about power and influence and.
I'm saying what I care about is the reality of goodness, not the perception of it. And what I see all over the place is people who care about looking good while doing evil. Fuck them.
Oh, fuck them. Bro, I love this guy. All right. I started watching during the riots. Bro, the riots. Is it over? It's like the turmoil is not over yet. It's like I don't think we rebounded. The riots itself is over, but I don't think mentally I've rebounded yet. You know what I mean? I'm still broken a little bit. America broke me. Like, all right, this one lady, I went on vacation, and this one lady was telling me, and she kind of spoke to me and told me what I felt, and I didn't even know. She said, GC a lot. I'm not familiar with GC. She told me this is her first vacation since. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. I'll wait. Sorry, I'll wait. I'll wait. Sorry about that. I don't know if you can hear me now. Okay. She told me, and this was really, like, it really hit home to me. She told me she don't know how to talk to people. And I didn't even know I was broken. And I felt the same way. Like, I lost the ability to really communicate. I became an introvert, kind of. You know what I mean? I'm an outgoing person, always been an outgoing, but now I'm drawn in on myself, if you know what I mean. You know? So I really was broken and didn't know by this whole thing that happened, you know, the CV, you know, that happened. And I had no idea I was broken until I spoke to her. And I was like, damn, that's kind of like me too. You know? It's tough, man. And I liked Elon Musk, but then you hear things that make you kind of wonder and look at him in a different light, you know? But I really like the way he speaks, man. Let him cook, because he's cooking. He is chefing shit. He is chefing right now. He is chefing shit. I'm gonna rewind it a little bit because
No, personally, I'm asking you personally how you feel about that, because we're talking about power and influence
I'm saying what I care about is the reality of goodness, not the perception of it. And what I see all over the place is people who care about looking good while doing evil.
oh
Fuck
my
that.
god, yo, fucked up.
Okay?
Fuck 'em. Bro, I want to cry right now. Holy shit.
Part of this, by the way, there's some people who said, look,
Holy
owning X
shit.
to begin with has
He
just
is
created
saying this
problems,
shit.
that you've created
Woo.
so many amazing things that are changing our
Fuck 'em.
world. And I know you want
Damn.
to make X this fabulous town square free speech platform, but that unto itself,
I'ma let him cook.
creates
I'ma let him cook.
distraction of all of these things. This is the conversation we're having. We're not focused, or we're not talking at least yet, and we will. On Tesla, you have your Cybertruck deliveries
Fuck 'em.
tomorrow, and everything else that you're doing. But
Yes,
is there any?
it will be the biggest
Bro, I
product
felt
launch
that shit.
of anything by far on Earth this year.
Is there any part of you, though, that just says, you know what? I just shouldn't have done this, or maybe I should sell it or give it away or do something else with the X piece of it.
Yeah.
Given the propensity for some of the things that you do and say on that platform to create these issues.
Yeah. Of all the posts I've done on the platform, I think there might be.
He continuously says it like he's speaking of a place he's visiting or a place that he's not from. And it's hard for me to say this because, well, what are we talking about right now? You know what I mean? He keeps saying it on Earth, like people, the Earth will know. We don't talk like that.
Something like that.
But we're not billionaires,
Once in a while,
so
I'll
hey,
say something foolish, and I have, and I would certainly put that comment that you said the actual truth among perhaps one of the most foolish, if not the most foolish thing I've ever done on the platform.
Holy shit.
And I did do my best to clarify afterwards that, I certainly do not mean anything anti-Semitic in that. The nature of the criticism was simply that the Jewish people have been persecuted for thousands of years. There is a natural affinity, therefore, for persecuted groups.
He does. Like, all his... everything. If you really think about it, everything. All his... I just went over that. We named about 5 or 6 companies. Tesla, SpaceX, Starlink, damn, I was more versed. I got up to 5. Damn, just a few seconds ago, and I don't remember. Yeah, it's all space related, if you think about it. The robots, everything. Let him cook.
This has led
I'm intrigued.
to the
I'm sorry.
finding of organizations that essentially promote any persecuted group or any group with the perception of persecution. This includes radical Islamic groups. Everyone here has seen the massive demonstrations for Hamas in every major city in the West. That should be jarring. Well, a number of those organizations received funding from prominent people in the Jewish community. Right. They didn't expect that to happen. But if you generically, right, without condition, sort of fund, if you fund persecuted groups, in general, some of those persecuted groups, unfortunately, want your annihilation. And what I meant by that, when I subsequently clarified, is that it's unwise to fund organizations that support groups that want your annihilation.
Makes sense.
Is this coming across?
That makes sense. That makes sense.
My question to you, though,
I think logically this makes a lot of sense.
Is there any part of you, just tell me what happens, though, once all this happens?
Let's say you fund a group, and that group supports Hamas, who wants you to die. Perhaps you should not fund them.
Right. But you do.
Thank you.
You do appreciate that when you wade into these very...
Bro, nice to meet you too, man. Thanks you for coming in. I'll be looking forward to seeing you, man. You cool dude. I don't even know you, but from the couple words that we mentioned, you my kind of guy, man. Yeah. I'll be seeing you, man. All right. Thanks for coming in, man. Appreciate it.
Very delicate waters at these very delicate times.
Yes.
That it can create a real, as it created headlines for the past 2 weeks and economic impact. I'm just so curious what in your brain when you see all this happening. Are you sitting there going, "Oh my God, I stepped in it. I wish I didn't do that"? Are you saying, "Screw them. I hate these people. Why are they after me"?
But all of that. Yeah, all of that. Look, I'm sorry for that tweet or post. It was foolish of me. Of the 30,000, it might be literally the worst and dumbest post that I've ever done. And I try to my best to clarify 6 ways to Sunday. But at least I think over time it will be obvious that, in fact, far from being anti-Semitic, I'm in fact philo-Semitic. And all the evidence in my track record would support that.
Let me ask you this, though. There are people who say crazy things on X, as you know. Maybe you think they're crazy, maybe they're not.
The aspiration for X is to be the global town square. Now, if you were to walk down to, let's say, Times Square,
right?
Do you occasionally hear people saying crazy things?
Yes, but they're not. But they don't have the megaphone, right? And that's the conundrum. Right?
No,
they can only say it to the 50 or 100 people that are standing there in Times Square.
They don't have a mega. I mean, look, the joke I used to make about old Twitter was it was like giving everyone in the psych ward a megaphone. So, I'm aware that things can get promoted that are negative beyond the sort of circle of somebody simply screaming crazy things in Times Square, which happens all the time. It's actually pretty rare for something, frankly, that is hateful to be promoted. It's not that it never happens.
This is actually beautiful, man.
It's fairly rare. I mean,
I'm digging this conversation.
For those that use the system, when you look at the sort of,
because it's like humans make mistakes, and you should be allowed to make a mistake and explain. If you were wrong, say, okay, I was wrong. You know what I mean? I didn't think about that. But we are human. We make mistakes, and we shouldn't be cast out of society for making a mistake. And
sort of the feed that you receive,
people use their money to ban you.
How often is it?
I'm letting them cook.
Is it hateful?
My mind is just going crazy.
Time,
I'm loving this shit, bro.
More or less hateful? And I would say that if you look at the X platform today versus a year ago, I think it is actually much better. I mean, what is your personal experience?
Are you surprised?
I'm just curious. You use this?
I use the platform religiously. I will admit to being an addict, and I use the For You, and I will say now the problem is because I'm a journalist, I go looking for stuff.
Well, that's
I'm just saying. And because I also think the algorithm for me personally, because I'm looking for stuff, also is feeding me other things.
This is actually a challenge in that, like sometimes people will say, like, why is it showing me, posts from this person that I hate? And we're like, well, did you interact a lot with this person that you hate? Well, yes. Well, therefore, it thinks that you want to interact more with this person that you hate. That's like a reasonable.
Let me ask this:
you kind of want to have an argument.
When you tweet,
this is the algorithm, right?
Post.
This is the idea of algorithm.
If anyone can come up with a better word, that would be great.
When you post, though,
but the least bad word I can think of is post.
When you post, though, are you trying to rile up either a base or an audience? Do you recognize the power you have in that? And also, by the way, not just rile up one version of side of it, but also rile down, which is to say, as I said, there are people who are demonstrably anti-Semitic on the site. I get Jew boy things and all sorts of things that come my way.
Hey, for a while they thought I was Jewish, so they would, I'd get it too.
But the question is,
my name is super Jewish.
Do you ever think to yourself, you know what? I'm going to go online and I'm going to say, these people, I condemn these people that are on my site saying these things.
Because I have.
You say I've condemned anti-Semitism, but do you ever go?
Yeah, I said I condemn. I literally posted I condemn anti-Semitism in all its forms. Like that is a literal, I believe, literal post that I made.
And that's his. That's a. Like a statement that everybody should be behind. Anybody that has hate for a specific type of people, that's no longer accepted in any phase of the world. So let's move forward with this.
Like, listen, if I can get out the thesaurus, if you and we could,
let me ask you a different question.
You compose it, I'll post it.
Okay, he actually stops and thinks.
You were on a podcast
for a second. You will catch it a lot of times.
And you said
before he answers, and I love it because I don't do that. I try to talk.
Hopefully it is. But it
would be in your best interest to think
mean it's true.
before you speak.
You said my mind is a storm. I don't think most people would want to be me. They may think they want to be me, but they don't know. They don't understand.
I could feel that.
What do you mean by that?
I could feel that.
Your mind being a storm. And I think it. I mean, I have known you for quite some time. I think it is a bit of a storm.
I can feel that. There's a lot of thoughts.
Yeah, I mean, in as much as a weather metaphor makes sense, my mind often feels like a very wild storm. I mean, I have a fountain of ideas. I mean, I have more ideas than I could possibly execute. So I have no shortage of ideas. Innovation is not the problem. Execution is the problem. I've got a million ideas.
Yes,
I mean, I've got an
absolutely.
entire design for an electric supersonic vertical takeoff jet, but I just can't do that as well. I've had that for 10 years.
Wow.
I know a million things.
But is your storm a happy storm?
No, it's just a storm. Come on, bro.
No.
It's
not a happy storm.
It's just a storm.
Tell us about that, because I think that actually, when people try to really understand you,
Is
I
it
think
a
that
happy
there's
storm?
a lot
I don't
of this
understand
comes
that.
from some other place, and I want to talk about that. What do you think that is?
See, that thinking. I love it. I need to.
We need like a
I need to
psychiatrist couch here or something.
do that. Think. Take time to formulate what you want to say.
You know, I think to some degree I was born this way, and then it was amplified by a difficult childhood, frankly. But I can remember even in happy moments when I was a kid that it just feels like there's just a rage of forces in my mind constantly. Now this, productively manifests itself in technology and building things for the most part. So, and I think on balance, the output has been very productive. I think the results, as we discussed earlier with SpaceX, Tesla, PayPal, which is still going today.
I forgot he
first internet company that I
created
started,
PayPal as well.
First internet
Holy
company I started
shit,
as two was
bro! What are we looking at right now, bro? Like what?
By a New York Times company,
Holy
Hearst Knight Ritter,
shit!
and in fact, we wrote some of the software for the New York Times website, and we helped bring online several hundred newspapers that previously were only in print. Now this is in the 90s, which at this point is like, I'm like a grandpa, basically. The 90s and internet feels like a Precambrian era when there were only sponges. Anyway, I feel like a lot of productive things have been done, and you can also look at Tesla as being sort of many companies in one. Like our supercharging network is, if the Tesla supercharging network were its own company, it would be a Fortune 500 company by itself. Just the supercharging system.
That's fair.
Make the cells. We build the power electronics and the powertrain from scratch. We have the most innovative structural design, the largest castings ever used. We have the best manufacturing technology at Tesla, better manufacturing technology than companies that have been doing it for 100 years. So these demons of the mind, are, for the most part, harnessed to productive ends.
Okay, so let me ask you a
But that
question about
doesn't mean that once in a while they, go wrong.
And this is a question I think a lot of people, are always trying to figure out about not just you, but sometimes themselves. Meaning, what is driving all of this? You're doing all of these things. Do you think that you would be as successful, whatever success is, if it wasn't being driven by I think that there's something you're trying to prove, either to yourself or to somebody. I don't know. We're all trying to prove something. Maybe I'm trying to prove it to my mother. I don't know.
No. If I were to describe my philosophy, it is a philosophy of curiosity. I did have this existential crisis when I was around 12 about what's the meaning of life? Isn't it all pointless? Why not just commit suicide? Why exist? I read the religious texts. I read the philosophy books. Especially the German philosophy books made me quite depressed, frankly. One should not read Schopenhauer and Nietzsche as a teenager. But then I read Douglas Adams' Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, which is a book on philosophy in the form of humor. And the point that Adams was making there was that we don't actually know what questions to ask. That's why he said that, the answer is 42. Like basically Earth's a giant computer and it came up with the answer 42. But then to actually figure out what the question is, that's the actual hard part. I think this is generally true also in physics. At the point at which you can properly frame the question.
I'm sorry. We don't know what questions to ask. That's like, in a weird way, like, what's happiness, right? We don't know what happiness is. We don't know what true happiness is because all we know is, okay, success is making a lot of money. But what is true happiness? Love? We barely know what love is, bro. And it's sad. We see it all the time with the females, the way we deal with females. We call that love. But do you love your wife the same way you love your daughter and your mother? Then you find that there's different levels of love. So we don't know what love is, right? We really don't know what it is. We love ourselves sometimes, it varies. So we don't really know what love is. Let him cook.
Question. The answer is.
We have a lot of. We don't know the question. We don't know what's out there.
So
to look forward to is what I'm trying to say.
So my motivation then was that, well, my life is finite, really a flash in the pan on a galactic time scale. But if we can expand the scope and scale of consciousness, then we are better able to figure out what questions to ask about the answer that is the universe. And maybe we can find out the meaning of life, or even what the right question to ask is. Where did we come from? Where are we going? Where are the aliens? Are there aliens?
Where are they? Yeah. He said, where are the aliens? Are there aliens? That he said that kind of backwards. Where are the aliens? And then he said, where are the aliens? It's like another hint.
These questions, and is there new physics to discover? Or is this because
I can be looking too deep into
questions around dark matter and dark energy, and so the purpose of SpaceX is to extend life beyond Earth on a sustained basis, so that we can at least pass one of the Fermi great filters, which is that of being a single planet civilization. If we are a single planet civilization, then we are simply waiting around for some extinction event, whether that is man-made or natural. But if you're a single planet civilization, eventually you will something will happen to that planet, and you will die. If you're a multi-planet civilization, you will live much longer. Also, a multi-planet civilization that's the natural stepping stone to being a multi-stellar civilization and being out there among the stars. So this, I think, has two. This is not simply a defensive motivation, but it is also one where that gives meaning. Man's search for meaning.
Can I ask you
but let me finish this philosophy point, even though it may seem rather esoteric. It may resonate with a few people.
My brother.
We must get past this Fermi filter of being this great filter of being a single planet civilization. And if we do that, we're more likely to understand the nature of the universe and what questions to ask. If you're a believer in the philosophy of curiosity, then I think you should support this ambition. But it's more. Being a multi-planet species is more than simply life insurance for life collectively. That's a defensive reason. But I think also that life has to be more than simply
money,
solving one sad problem after another. there have to be reasons where you wake up in the morning and you're happy to be alive.
Oh my God.
There have to be reasons that you have to say, why are you excited about the future?
Oh my God. This might be the best thing I ever watched.
What gives you hope? And if you aren't sure, ask your kids. And I think the idea of us being a spacefaring civilization and being out there among the stars is incredibly inspiring and exciting and something to look forward to. And there need to be such things in the world.
Let me ask you a different question about confidence. We were having a conversation here earlier about people and where people get their confidence from. Some people have great insecurity. Other people have great confidence. And I was thinking about you because
I'm moved
you have
already,
an
bro.
interesting history where
I'm moved.
people have told you over and over again that you're wrong.
Well, sometimes they're right.
Well, sometimes they are, but I would say that when it comes to Tesla, when it came to SpaceX, people told you that you were crazy. You were out of your mind. This was never going to happen. This was never going to work. And so the reason I ask you this, though, is now when people say you're wrong, this isn't right, do you look at that and say, you know what, that's like a red flag for me because, I've been told so often that I'm wrong.
Not really.
That I know that I know I'm right because I've had that experience.
No, it shouldn't be.
Or are there people in your life when they say, you know what, Elon,
this is what that storm is about.
This is not right. Do you know what I'm saying?
I mean, I think what you're sort of trying to say is that do I at this point think because I've been right so many times when others have said I'm wrong,
right,
that now I must believe I'm right when in fact I'm wrong?
No. That can't be.
Well. What do you think?
No, I'm right. Look, here's the thing. Physics is unforgiving. Physics is unforgiving. So, I mean, I have, these various little sayings that I've come up with, that physics is the law and everything else is a recommendation.
Right.
In the sense that you can break any law made by humans, but try breaking a law made by physics. That's much more difficult. So if you are wrong and persist in being wrong, the rockets will blow up and the cars will fail. Right. So this is, we're not trying to figure out what flavor of ice cream is the best flavor of ice cream.
Right.
Like, if there's 1,000 things that can happen on a rocket flight, and only one of them gets the rocket to orbit. Mm. And so being wrong results in failure when dealing with physical objects.
But that's the interesting part. So now you've built these great companies that physically, the physics of them are enormously successful. So successful, arguably, that you have leverage over everybody else, right? Nobody else can do Starlink. Nobody else can get nobody else can get the rockets in space yet. Amazon and Jeff Bezos are trying, but they haven't yet.
I hope he does.
You hope he does?
Yeah.
Competition is always good.
And I think, but I actually agree with a lot of Jeff's motivations. I mean, I think, he's, so let me put it this way. If there was a button I could press that would delete Blue Origin, I wouldn't press it. So I think it's good that he's spending money on making rockets too. I suggest perhaps he spend more time on it, but it's up to him. But I should make a point here. So nothing any of my companies have done has been to stifle competition. In fact, we've done the opposite.
Open
at
competition.
Tesla, we have open sourced our patents. Anyone can use our patents for free. How many companies do you know who've done that? Can you name one? I can't.
That's about the third thing that he said already. That's sets him from the rest. Like, what? Open source. We want to push this forward, we don't want to stifle you. We actually want you to succeed and now show us something that will make this thing, bro, competition is the way.
At SpaceX, we don't use patents. So, I mean, she said once in a while we'll file a patent just so some patent troll doesn't cause trouble. But we're not stopping any, we've done nothing anti-competitive. We've done nothing to stop our competitors.
I'm not suggesting you are at all.
No, I just want to clarify for the audience, because some companies have done anti-competitive things. I think the strange thing, or the unusual
and they
thing
should be called out for
SpaceX and Tesla is that we've done things that have helped our competition. So
you should have actually said,
we have made our supercharger system open access.
Bro, I'm all in, bro.
We've made our charger technology available for free to the other manufacturers.
The reason I
no walled garden.
Chargers. Wait. The what? Say that again.
We've made our charger technology available for free to the other manufacturers.
The reason
no walled garden. We could have put a wall up, but instead we invited them in.
The reason I mention this, though, is because you've had this success in the physics world, you now have these very difficult decisions that have huge impacts on the world that are not physical decisions at all. They're decisions of the mind. They're decisions that you and others have to make, and there's a question whether you should be making these decisions at all. And I think about it in the context of Starlink. Obviously, there was the report about how it's being used in Ukraine and the Russia war. There's questions about Taiwan, whether Taiwan should use it or will use it. I believe they're not right now because they're worried that at some point maybe the Chinese will tell you that you have to, they have leverage over you and you're going to have to turn that off, right? I mean, these are very difficult decisions, and I'm so curious how you think about that. And not just the decisions, the fact that you have that power.
I think it's important for the audience to understand that the reason I have these powers is not because of some anti-competitive actions. It's simply because we've executed.
Goes back to the fuck you statement, man. That trying to bribe him. Well, when people use money to force you to do something that you know is not right, that's just not right, man. That's just the one thing that's plaguing us as humans right now is this, and I said it before, is this drive to control you to do something I know is not wrong, but it's just beneficial to me. It's beneficial to me. It's horrible for the world, but because I can make a profit, don't do that. This is our energy crisis. This is all our crises.
Oh, I'm not dismissing that. I think there are so many people, by the way, who are huge supporters of what you've created.
There are other satellites out there,
But they're not as good as yours. And the same, and we can say that maybe make the same argument of cars and everything else. Yeah. But as a result, that gives you enormous leverage.
Why competition is important.
Right. Okay. I mean, with the exception of by the way, these advertisers who aren't on X, in every other instance, everybody needs you.
Well, I mean, nobody's letting me use our product if it's better than use somebody else's product if the other product's better.
And I accept that. And maybe one day somebody else will create a better product.
Is it how is it a bad thing to make better products than other companies?
Well, and I want to just go back to the Starlink piece of it, though, because that has sort of a geopolitical ramification in terms of your power and how you think about that specific power, and then the power that the U.S. government might have either over you or not over you, the power the Chinese government might have over you or not over you, and how those things get used.
What are you suggesting?
I'm asking the question around this very idea of how these satellites are going to be used, whether you think that you should have control of them, whether the government should have control of them.
Do you trust the government?
No.
Well, there's a lot of people who don't trust the government.
No.
Exactly.
But then this goes back to the trust of you, right?
I mean, like I said, we're not the only company who has communication satellites. Our satellites are just much better than theirs. So it's not like we have a monopoly.
Right. Do you feel like anybody has
product? It's not like.
Do you feel anybody has leverage over you?
I mean, I think at the end of the day, if we make bad products that people don't want to use, then the users will
use something else
with their resources and use something else.
Let me pivot the conversation for a second.
I mean, certainly, my companies are overseen by regulators, and while since SpaceX, Starlink, Tesla are overseen by cumulatively over 100 regulators, in actually more than that, a few hundred regulators, because we're in 55 countries. If you sum up all the times that I had an argument with regulators, of hundreds of regulators over decades, it can sound really terrible, except they forgot to mention that there were 10 million regulations we complied with and only 5 that I disagreed with. But they listed all the 5. And it sounds like, wow, this guy's a real maverick. I'm like, yeah, but what about the 10 million we complied with?
Let me one related thing on this, in the leverage of countries and things over you and regulators. X is this free speech platform. You do business in China, lots of business in China. That's an important part of your business, I imagine.
Well, not SpaceX.
How do you think about the leverage that the Chinese have over you? And do they have leverage over you? And how do you feel about, some people would say, is it hypocritical for you to be doing business in China, or frankly in other countries as it relates to X and other things that don't follow this free speech path that you have espoused?
The best that the X platform can do is adhere to the laws of any given country. Do you think there's something more we could do than that?
I think it would be very hard, but I just wonder, given the sort of strong philosophical approach that you've been vocal about, whether you say to yourself, maybe I shouldn't be doing business in that country.
Well, first of all, Starlink and SpaceX are no business in China whatsoever. Tesla has one of 4 vehicle factories in China, and China is, I don't know, a quarter of our market or something like that. So it's a quarter of the market of one company. The same is true, by the way, of all the other car companies. They also have something on that order of
many other
companies. Of their sales in China. So if that's
the
part
iPhone
Tesla,
was recently not
I
banned.
think one has to be.
So iPhone does a lot of business. A lot of companies do a lot of business in China. iPhone was recently banned by officials. No. By official government. How do I say that? Agents. Like if you're an official of the government, you're not allowed to use an iPhone. So Apple is well into China and many other companies. It's a market. It's a market. It's money to be made. You want to increase your bottom line, you're going to want to sell to how many billion people are in China. That's just common sense. To just block them out because of their ways and their views, that's tough. Let them cook. Let them cook.
Be careful about not conflating the various companies, because I can only do things that are within the bounds of the law. I cannot do beyond that. My aspiration is to do as much good as possible and to be as productive as possible within the bounds of what is legal. More than that, I cannot do.
I want to pivot and talk about AI.
He sounds like a robot,
we had
bro.
Jensen Wong here, who's
holy shit. He sounds like a robot.
Yeah, Jensen's awesome.
Talked about bringing you the first box, by the way,
yes.
With Ilya. Interestingly enough,
yes,
back in 2016, I think.
There's a video of Jensen and me unpacking the first AI computer at OpenAI.
So I'm so curious what you think of what's just happened over the past 2 weeks while you were dealing with this other series of headlines. There was a whole other series of headlines
OpenAI, so far.
at OpenAI. What did you think?
Well,
you founded it, co-founded it.
Co-founded it, yeah. Well, the whole arc of OpenAI, frankly, is a little troubling because The reason for starting OpenAI was to create a counterweight to Google and DeepMind, which at the time had 2/3 of all AI talent and basically infinite money and compute, and there was no counterweight. It was unipolar world.
No
and
competition.
Larry Page and I used to be very close friends.
Which is
I would stay
dangerous.
at his house, and I would talk to Larry into the late hours of the night about AI safety. And it became apparent to me that Larry did not care about AI safety. I think perhaps the thing that gave it away was when he called me a speciesist for being pro-humanity. As in, like a racist, right, but for species. So I'm like, wait a second.
The fuck? Wait.
But for,
Wait.
for being pro-humanity.
Hold on, let me.
AI safety. And it became apparent to me that Larry did not care about AI safety.
Okay.
I think perhaps the thing that gave it away was when he called me a speciesist for being pro-humanity.
Pro-humanity? What else is there? Again, he's referring as if he knows something. Like,
as in, like a racist, right, but for species. So I'm like, wait a second. What side are you on, Larry?
Okay.
And I'm like, okay, listen, this guy's calling me a speciesist. He doesn't care about AI safety. We've got to have some counterpoint here because this seems like we could be. This is no good.
This could be a disaster.
OpenAI was actually started, and it was meant to be open source. I named it OpenAI after open source.
Open source, right?
It is in fact closed source, super closed. It should be renamed super closed source for maximum profit AI.
Holy shit!
So because this is what it actually is. I mean, fate loves irony. I mean, in fact, a friend of mine says like the way to predict outcomes is the most ironic outcome is the most. It's like this Occam's razor, like the simplest sort of explanation is most likely. And my friend Jonah's view is that the most ironic outcome is the most likely, and that's what's happened with OpenAI. It's gone from an open source foundation, a 501c3, to suddenly it's like a $90 billion for-profit corporation with closed source. So I don't know how you go from here to there, but that seems like I don't know how you get
$19 billion operation already.
So as you saw Sam Altman get ousted by somebody Ilya, and Ilya was a friend of yours.
Yes.
You brought him there. Your relationship with Larry Page effectively broke down over you recruiting him away, I think.
That's correct. That was the fight. That was the Larry refused to be friends with me after I recruited Ilya.
The straw that broke the camel's back.
And so here's Ilya apparently saying something is very wrong.
I think we should be concerned about this because I think Ilya actually has a strong moral compass. He thinks about, he really sweats it over questions of what is right. And if Ilya felt strongly enough to want to, fire Sam, well, I think the world should know what was that reason.
Have you talked to him?
I've reached out, but he doesn't want to talk to anyone.
Have you talked to other people behind the scenes as this is all happening?
I've talked to a lot of people. I've not found anyone who knows why. Have you?
I think we are all still trying to find out.
I mean, look, one of two things is either it was a serious thing and we should know what it is, or it was not a serious thing and then the board should resign.
What do you think of Sam Altman?
I have mixed feelings about Sam. I do, the ring of power, can corrupt.
Fair enough.
And this is the ring of power. So, I don't know. I want to know why Ilya felt so strongly as to fire Sam. This sounds like a serious thing. I don't think it was trivial. And I'm quite concerned that there's some, dangerous element of AI that they've created.
They're hiding.
Yes.
You think they've discovered something?
That'll be my guess.
Holy shit.
Where are you with your own
What is he
AI
implicating,
efforts
bro?
relative to where you think OpenAI is, where you think Google is,
He is literally
where all
implicating
the others are?
something, but not touching on it or not saying it.
I
He's
mean,
just
on the AI front,
implying.
I'm in somewhat of a quandary here because I've thought AI could be something that would change the world in a significant way since I was in college. I mean, like 30 years ago. So the reason I didn't go build AI right from the get-go was because I was uncertain about which edge of the double-edged sword would be sharper, the good edge or the bad edge. So I held off on doing anything on AI. I could have created, I think, the leading AI company, and kind of OpenAI actually kind of is that, because I was just uncertain if you make this magic genie, what will happen? Whereas I think building sustainable energy technology is much more of a single-edged sword that is single-edged good. Making life multiplanetary, I think single-edged good. Starlink, mostly single-edged good. I mean, giving people better connectivity to people that don't have connectivity or too expensive, I think is very much a good thing. Starlink was instrumental, by the way, in halting the Russian advance, and the Ukrainians said so. I think but with AI, you've got the magic genie problem. You may think you want a magic genie.
Let him out that bottle. Can't get him back in.
But once that genie's out of the bottle, it's hard to say what happens.
How far are we away from that genie being out of the bottle, you think?
The genie's out the bottle,
out?
man. Come on.
I mean, the genie's certainly poking its head out.
The genie's out the bottle, in my opinion.
AGI, the idea of artificial general intelligence. Given what you now are working on yourself, and you know how easy or hard it is to train,
the genie's out the
create
bottle.
the inferences,
My thought upon this, and I got this from somebody, a professor, and he says, what they show us is about 200 to 300 years more advanced. No. I said that wrong. What they show us is 200 to 300 years behind what they really are at. I don't know how true those figures are. That sounds crazy. That sounds mental. But you wouldn't show the public what you're working on right now. You understand what I'm saying? Or what stage you're at right now. There's development, there's testing, there's red things. You won't show the public where you are. You're going to show the public what you feel comfortable showing the public right now, as far as these things. That's just, it seems like it makes a lot of sense, but I'm not sure about the numbers. 200 years seems crazy.
Those are the basics behind.
I would hate to think that we're 200 years or 300 years behind.
It's funny, all
what
these
we
weights,
know now.
They're just basically numbers in a comma-separated value file, and that's our digital god, a CSV file. Not that funny. But that's kind of literally what it is. So I think it's coming pretty fast,
Is that, I mean, you famously have admitted to overstating how quickly things will happen, but how quickly do you think this will happen?
This happens fast, bro. This happens fast.
You say smarter than the smartest human at anything?
Yep.
This happens fast.
No. Quite smarter than all humans. Well,
the average
humans.
The average human.
Because people have got computers and stuff. There's a higher bar. But if you say smarter than any, can write as good a novel as, say, J.K. Rowling, or discover new physics, or invent new technology, I would say that we are less than 3 years from that point.
And I see what he's saying. He's not saying that they're going to be smarter than every human, because we have literal geniuses. This human brain is, in my opinion, the most potent thing in the universe. Just from looking at it and studying, and the studies that's come out. So this human brain is very dynamic, right? But what he's saying is the normal human, even the above the normal human, you know, maybe the normal human is down here and his computer was going to be, because now what AI knows, all AI knows. So if you have 10,000 robots, and I've heard that they're building an actual like a warehouse to build, or what do you call that when they build these stuffs at these like Tesla has these places that they build cars, okay, and they will be pushing out 10,000 robots a year. That's just one location, and I'm sure they're going to have dozens of locations all across the world. So that adds up, right? A dozen will be 120,000 a year, and they're all going to be at this level of intelligence and improving to the normal human, so
let me ask you a question about
that's some serious
XAI
shit, bro.
and what you're doing. And because there's an interesting thing that's different, I think, about what you have relative to some of the others, which is you have data, you have information, you have all of the stuff that everybody in here has put on the platform to sort.
How you doing, man? Say hi, man.
And I don't know if everybody realized that initially. What is the value of that?
Come on in. Say hi. Don't be shy.
Yeah, I mean, data is very important. You could say data is probably more valuable than gold.
I think it is.
But then maybe
maybe
you have the gold in X in a different way. In a way,
way
again,
more valuable than gold.
I don't know if the public appreciates what that means.
Yes, X might be the single best source of data. I mean, it is. There are more, people.
I would say TikTok may rival
than anything else on Earth. Sometimes people think Facebook or Instagram is a bigger thing, but actually, there are more links to X than anything. There's public information. You can Google it.
Okay, let me ask you
So it is where you would find what is happening right now on Earth at any given point in time. The whole OpenAI drama played out, in fact, on the X platform. So it is one of the. It's not there. Google certainly has a massive amount of data. So does Microsoft. So it's not like, but it is one of the best sources of data.
Can I ask you an interesting IP
and
which I think is
data that's
I can say as somebody who's in the creator
data
business and journalism.
Data that the company has, like Google, we can't access. We can access it actually, because they have a search engine. We could search things, but data that's moving, you can actually go up there as a top scientist, and publish my findings right now. And that will be there for everyone to see. It is one of the most powerful platforms because of that. The rest can't touch.
And whatnot, or care about copyright. So one of the things about training on data has been this idea that you're not going to train, or that these things are not being trained.
Hey, how you doing, man? Come in, say hi.
Information. Historically, that's been the concept.
Yeah, that's a huge
Hey, how you doing?
These AIs are all trained on copyrighted data, obviously.
So you think it's a lie when OpenAI says that this is not, none of these guys say they're training on copyrighted data?
That's a lie.
It's a lie, straight up.
It's a straight up lie.
Okay.
100%. So obviously it's been trained on copyrighted data.
Okay, so let me ask you a second question, which is all of the people who have been uploading.
I mean, it's like one every minute. Yeah.
All of the people who have been uploading articles, the best quotes from different articles, videos to X. All of that can be trained on. And it's interesting because people put all of that there And those quotes have historically been considered fair use, right? People are putting those quotes up there. And individually, on a fair use basis, you'd say, okay, that makes sense. But now there are people who do threads, and by the way, there may be multiple people who've done, an article that has 1,000 words. Technically, all 1,000 words could have made it onto X somehow. And effectively, now you have this remarkable repository. And I wonder how you think about that, again, and how you think the creative community and those who were the original IP owners should think about that.
I don't know, except to say that by the time these lawsuits are decided, we'll have digital God. So ask digital God at that point.
Holy shit.
These lawsuits won't be decided before on a time frame that is relevant.
Holy
Is that a
shit.
good thing or a bad thing?
Digital, bro, that's a fucking statement right there, bro. Digital God. Take my headphones off so I can hear myself say that shit. And he's saying within 3 years, 2026, digital God. Holy shit. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. I can't fathom what that means. We don't know what God is. The ruler of that particular sphere. I can try to get that out of it. Holy shit. Holy shit. These lawsuits won't finish in time. It's all for naught.
I think we live, there's that, I don't know if it's actually a real Chinese saying or not, but may you live in interesting times.
Right.
Apparently.
Oh, we are living in some interesting times, God damn it.
Thing. But I would prefer to, personally, I would prefer to live in interesting times. And we live in the most interesting of times.
I think so. I think that's why we're here.
For a while there, I was really getting demotivated and losing sleep over the threat of AI danger. And then I finally sort of became fatalistic about it and said, well,
whatever happens, happens.
Even if I knew annihilation was certain, would I choose to be alive at that time or not? And I said I probably would choose to be alive at that time because it's the most interesting thing, even if there's nothing I could do about it. So then, then basically sort of a fatalistic resignation helped me sleep at night because I was having trouble sleeping at night because of AI danger.
Wow.
Now, what to do about it? I mean, I've been the biggest, the one banging the drum the hardest, by far the longest, or at least one of the longest for AI danger. And these regulatory things that are happening, the single biggest reason they're happening is because of me.
Do you think they're ever going to get their arms around it? We talked to the vice president.
I don't think we can actually really think that AI is not in control of our world right now. I don't think we can think that anymore. I don't believe we can think that anymore. That AI is not already in charge of our physical world. To what level? Maybe we can, debate about that. But you have to think, even if it's to yourself, that AI you're talking about intelligence that we have not seen in this type of forum or form. A separate entity that rival us and that is smarter than us as individuals. AI is already, in my opinion, in control of just about everything we do. In my opinion, just my opinion though.
president this afternoon. She said she wants to regulate it. People have been trying to regulate social media for years and have done nothing effectively.
And that probably has been going on for years now.
Around anything which is like a physical danger or a danger to the public. So like cars are heavily regulated, communications are heavily regulated, rockets and aircraft are heavily regulated. The general philosophy about regulation is that when something is a danger to the public, that there needs to be some government oversight. So I think, in my view, AI is more dangerous than nuclear bombs.
Hey, thank you, Smitty.
And we regulate nuclear bombs. You can't just
I appreciate it, brother.
A bomb in your backyard. I think we should have some kind of regulation.
Smitty's
with AI.
Smitty's
this tends to cause the AI acceleration.
Did I say that right? Smitty's. Holy shit. Cool name, bro. Smitty's.
Heaven, basically.
Smitty's. Bro, I like that name.
You typically don't like regulation. You've pushed back on regulators for the most part in the world of Tesla and so many instances where we read articles about you pushing back on the regulators.
I'm like entrenched in this shit right now.
You own one of these businesses.
If you don't mind, man, I just want to let this finish. Smitty's. I love your name, bro.
One should not take what is viewed as media as being
Smitty's. Bro, all right. I gotta focus up.
There are literally hundreds. This is probably not an
I will though.
Just so there are probably 100 million.
Send the link in the chat
that my companies comply
and I'll
with.
check it out.
And there are probably 5 that we don't. And if we disagree with regulations, it's because we think the regulation that is meant to do good doesn't actually do good.
But that's an interesting thing because
regulations.
But the question is, if there are laws and rules.
Sorry. I got caught up with today.
Whether the idea is that you're making the decision that the law and the rule shouldn't be the law and the rule, and then isn't?
No, I'm saying you're fundamentally mistaken, and it should be obvious.
Hey, Jaden plays. Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Automotive is heavily regulated. We would not be allowed to put cars on the road if we did not comply with this vast body of regulation. Now, you could fill up the stage with literally, 6 foot high with the regulations that you have to comply with.
React to Smitty's TikTok. Reacted to Smitty's TikTok. Where's the link? You got to send the link, and then I will react to it. But it got to be after. Bro, this man is speaking some shit right now, bro. Sorry my language. He is speaking some truths or some. He's speaking. I'm uncommitted Smith. Huh? TikTok uncommitted Smith. You're the same person? You're Smitty's? Oh. Uncommitted Smith. Oh, Smitty. Okay. Oh, okay. Send the link. Like go to TikTok, copy the link, like copy and paste right here. And then I'll do it right after this video, man. I promise you. Hey, my boy.
Make a car.
Jaden plays. Nice to meet you guys, man.
Full of phone books. That's how big the regulations are. And if you don't comply with all of those, you can't sell the car. And if we don't comply with all the regulations for rockets or for Starlink, they shut us down.
Yeah, I got you. Got you.
I am incredibly compliant with regulations. Now, once in a while, there'll be something that I disagree with. The reason I would disagree with it is because I think the regulation in that particular case, in that rare case, does not serve the public good. And therefore, I think it is my obligation to object to a regulation that is meant to serve the public good, but doesn't. That's the only time I object. Not because I seek to object. In fact, I'm incredibly rule-following.
Let me ask you a separate question, a social media-related question. We've been talking about TikTok today.
Yeah.
Ahead of the election.
Sure. TikTok is...
What do you think of TikTok? Do you think it's a national security threat?
TikTok. Whew. Tough question.
I don't use TikTok.
Say that again?
Tough question.
I don't personally use
question.
But for
TikTok.
People that, for teenagers...
That's number one.
20s, they seem almost religiously addicted to...
It's number one.
Some people...
Yes, you can, man. My man over here. I looked up reactions and you came up.
I stopped
You
using
looked
TikTok
up
when I
reactions.
felt the AI probing my mind.
And I came up?
It made me uncomfortable.
Man.
So I stopped
What do you mean
using
by
it.
that? What do you mean by that?
Anyway, and in terms of
Yeah,
anti-Semitic
man. Come on,
content, I
man.
mean,
Come on, man. Elon is, bro. Elon is Eloning right now, man. Elon is Elon. Is it quick? All right. Come on, man. I can't make me. Let me just finish this, man. I gotta finish
TikTok
this, bro.
is rife with that. It has the most viral anti-Semitic content by far.
But do you think the Chinese government is using it to manipulate the minds of Americans?
I know, man. I know you're
that you
impatient,
think
man.
we should worry
How old are you? How old are you guys, man? It's quick. All right. Bro, I wanted, bro. Oh, man. Oh, how you doing, man? All right, cool. All right. Hold on, Elon. Hold on, Elon. My boys wanted a quick reaction from TikTok. Let me make sure it's nothing crazy. All right, which one? The latest one? Day in the life of bro. Which one? Which one? The latest one? Smitty 15? I'm not doing the top 5, bro. I'm in the middle of All right, the most recent. This one, right? Boom. Oh, top 5. Okay, got you. That's you? Good shit, bro. Not gonna lie. Good shit. Bro, you're tall. How tall are you? How tall are you? I gotta get through that Elon video. 6'3". Bro, you're like my height. You're like my height. You're exactly my height. That's crazy. But here's what when I'm on a court, I see from the way you move that you're not versatile. You got to get more versatile, like, with your movement. Yeah, I see how you back down. You are? All right, I'm gonna check out some more videos of you. I'm gonna keep that right there. Bro. Come on, I'm in the middle of a video, man. I saw you shooting No. I saw your shot. I saw your form. That form was looking pretty. There was a lot of in that form. I'm gonna get back to it. I just want to finish. I just want to, bro. I'm all in right now. I'm all in. I'm all in. Elon is cooking right now.
It is. The TikTok algorithm is entirely AI powered, so it is.
You should
really
listen, bro. This is
trying to find the most viral thing possible.
some deep stuff going on.
It's what is going to keep you glued to the screen. Right? That's it. Now, I
should have liked the video.
There
no,
are
man. Come on.
2 billion Muslims in the world, and I think.
I know, but.
Much smaller number of.
Stick around, bro.
What, 20 million, something? Many orders of magnitude fewer. So if you just look at content production.
I know 30 minutes. I know 30 minutes is like a lifetime, man. All right. Come on, bro. Let me finish, bro. I want to finish. Elon is cooking right now, bro.
Sure.
Elon is cooking right now, bro. I looked at the one. Come on. I looked at the one. I look at another one after we finish.
Let me ask you a political question.
Come on, man.
I've been trying to square this one in my head for a long time.
Yeah.
In the last 2 or 3 years, you have moved decidedly to the right, I think.
I gotcha.
Well, we can discuss this. I think that you have been espousing and promoting.
I don't have a coin.
A number
I ain't got no coin.
Of Republican candidates and others.
There's no coin.
I have no coin. The Biden administration.
I got no coin.
I think unions and feeling like they did not respect what you've created.
Well, I mean,
you can do it online.
Any,
what does that mean? Online heads or tails?
The Biden administration.
No, that means taking. Y'all making me
miss
miss Elon, bro. Bro.
This is in the first 6 months of the administration.
Y'all making me miss Elon, bro.
We make more electric cars than everyone else combined. Why are we not allowed? Why are you only letting Ford, GM, Chrysler, and UAW, and you're specifically disallowing us from the EV summit at the White House?
Take my headphone. Smitty is not better than Elon, bro. Where you from, Smitty? Bro, you talking reckless. You talking reckless. The 313, I don't know what that is. I don't know what the 313 is. New York, New Jersey, Connecticut. Hit me like that. The 313. Detroit. Detroit in the building, man. Oh, yo, come on, Smitty. Jaden. Smitty is not better than Elon, bro. You gotta calm down. I know that's your man's. I know that shit. I did, bro. Bro. You gotta calm down, man. You gotta calm down, bro. You know what I mean? It's like peer pressure. You peer pressuring me, bro. You gotta chill, man. Bro, Elon is cooking, bro. Nah, I'm just messing with you, man. It ain't that serious. I'm just playing.
White House. We'd done nothing to provoke them. Then Biden went on to add insult to injury and publicly said that GM was leading the electric car revolution. This was in the same quarter that Tesla made 300,000 electric cars and GM made 26. Does that seem fair to you?
So, but tell me this then. It doesn't seem fair. And I've asked repeatedly.
I haven't, bro. No, this was 6 hours ago. You did. You're lying. You're lying. This is 6 hours old, bro. This video is 6 hours old. You say you've seen it already, bro. Nah, you haven't. I don't even think you would watch this video, in my opinion. That's how I know you're lying.
So
bro, you're telling stories, bro.
But then there's
don't lie, Jaden. Don't lie.
I stood in line for 6 hours to shake Obama's. Okay.
So let me just ask on a personal level. I can see it in your face. This hurt you personally.
And it hurt the company, too.
That's the equivalent of me calling you racist and you saying I got black friends. You literally did the equivalent of me calling you racist and you saying, no, I'm not racist. I got black friends. You just did that to me, bro. Hold on, man. This man right here is cooking. He is cooking right now like this. He's chefing up. And he's chefing up, bro. You gotta let your man cook, bro. Your uncle work for Tesla? Can I get a Tesla? Can I get a Tesla? Your uncle works for Tesla. Can I get a Tesla? We saw Jade. Yeah. I got a Ford Explorer. I would like a Tesla. Two more minutes. Bro, this joint is 30 minutes more, bro. Bro, wait. Come on, man. Come on, bro. My man's just cooking right now. Cooking with fire.
Tesla has 140,000 employees.
Okay. Nah, it's not. It's not.
Half of them are in the United States. Tesla's created more manufacturing jobs.
Bro, you a G, bro. My man you trying to riz me, bro, into watching another video, bro. Like, nah, this is uncomfortable. I'm uncomfortable, bro. You making me
the climate change, trying to get Tesla off the ground, in part to improve climate. You talked about that.
Yeah, a real right-wing motive.
Repeatedly.
God, far right, if anything.
I understand that. And then it's
guys,
right.
Reverse psychology next level.
Well, no, but so here's then the question, which is how
Go
do you
ahead, bro.
square the support that you
Why you gotta
given,
break out?
I believe you were at a fundraiser.
You could chill. Enjoy a little bit of
for example,
education, a little something.
Climate,
You know what I mean?
Climate issue is a hoax.
All right, I know this is
Right?
adult swing, adult swim right now.
Such a
But
singular
just let me.
issue for you. I would think that,
right,
the
bet.
climate issue is such a singular
Come back,
issue
man.
for
You could go
that
for a little bit.
It would disqualify almost anybody who didn't take that issue seriously.
All right, who you gonna go watch, Jaden? You gonna go watch Clicks?
Well, I haven't endorsed anyone for president.
Oh,
I wanted
man.
to hear what Vivek had to say, because I think some of
No, I was
his
talking to
things
Jaden.
some of the things he says, I think, are pretty solid.
I was talking to Jaden.
He's
I was messing with
concerned
Jaden.
about government overreach, about government control of information. The degree to
Come
which,
on, y'all my brand new
old
friends,
Twitter
bro.
was basically a sock puppet.
Y'all part of the nation
government
now.
was ridiculous.
I don't know what that means,
So,
but y'all just walked
it
into
seems
it.
to me that there's a very severe violation of the
Y'all
First
part of the
Amendment,
nation now.
in terms of how much the government control, how much control the government had over old Twitter, and it no longer does. So, there's a reason for the First Amendment. The reason for the First Amendment for freedom of speech is because the people that immigrated to this country came from places where there was not freedom of speech, and they were like, you know what, we got to make sure that that's constitutional, because where they came from, if they said something, they'd be put in prison, or they'd be,
I know y'all.
something bad would happen to them.
I can
So,
imagine y'all right now.
freedom
Can't
of
stay
speech, You
still.
have to say, when is it relevant? It's only relevant when
Yeah, I do. I
when
do.
someone you don't like can say something you don't
I
like.
do.
Or it has no meaning.
This is all gonna be recorded.
And as soon as you sort of, throw in the towel and concede to censorship, it is only
That's
a
why I
matter
want to
of
get
time
through it, because
before
I'm gonna make
someone
a
censors you.
little video for
That is
YouTube and
why
all that. You know what I
the
mean?
First Amendment.
On this section.
Could you see yourself voting for President Biden? If it's a Biden-Trump election, for example?
Come on,
I
Jaden.
think
Where you at, bro?
I would not vote for Biden.
You'd vote for Trump.
I'm not saying I'd vote for Trump, but I mean,
Biden or Trump, bro?
this is definitely a difficult choice.
You gotta go, bro. You ain't gotta go, bro.
Would you vote for Nikki Haley?
Bro,
Nikki
what
Haley,
you?
by-
You 16 years old. What you gonna do, bro? You ain't got nothing to do. All right, you might have something to do. If you ain't gonna go talk to no girl, sit your ass down, bro. Sit your ass down, bro. You in the hood right now? You gotta go in. You in the 313? All right. Come on, man. Come on. Y'all cracking me up, bro. Y'all cracking me up. You're in Detroit.
By the way, wants all social media names to be exposed, as you know.
No, I think that's outrageous.
See, one Smith is going to be in the VOD.
I'm not going to vote for some.
I'm going to make this section.
Candidate. Like I said, I mean, I think these.
You ain't not on O Block, bro. You are not on nobody's O Block. O Block like Orenthal Avenue or something. Man. You just not on. I am going to support you, man. I am going to support you, but you just got to wait a little bit because we right into the Tesla joint. You feel me? You in the Tesla joint right there. I even make... All right, here's the deal. When I watch a video, I'm going to make a short clip of me watching your video. My man, Smithison. Nah, but come on, bro. Come on. You stopping my mans and them from cooking.
Consider that there is a lot of wisdom in these amendments.
You said watch a video. I stopped it. Watch the video.
And a lot of these
man said, "Nah, watch all of them."
Granted, here in the United States, that don't even exist in Canada. There's no.
Bro, he's a genius. That's how.
The right to freedom of speech in Canada. So, it's not, and there's no.
Elon is a genius, bro.
You have the right to remain silent. You don't actually in Canada. So
my man created Tesla. Smitty is not a genius on the court, bro. Let's stop that right now. Smitty got a good form, and he could yell in your face. Yeah, I seen that, Smitty. I seen that. I seen you. See, he's not a genius on the court. All right, he's a good player. He's a good player, decent to good player. Okay.
So,
I'll probably take you on the court myself. If you wasn't in Detroit, I'll take you on the court and show you, what basketball.
Freedom of speech is incredibly important.
I am, but I said I'm in New York.
Especially important. In fact, it is only relevant when people you don't like can say things you don't like.
And do you think right now that
they're meaningless?
You think right now the Republican candidates or the Democrats?
You love me. What the fuck?
Inclined?
What the fuck is happening?
I assume to woke and anti-woke and the mind virus issue.
I got love for you too.
Which party do you think is more pro freedom of speech, given all the things you've said?
No. You're doing too much. I'm gonna do a. DeSantis. You're doing too much. You're doing too much. I will make a Twitch. What is it called? Apps everywhere. I'm gonna make a quick video of Smitty's videos, a compilation. Got you. Pew pew pew. I got you, Smitty.
Preventing people from reading certain things. Maybe you think that's correct.
No, look.
We
actually are in an odd situation here where, on balance,
I ain't trying to dox myself, bro.
The Democrats appear to be.
Nah, bro, your name is Smitterson. I like Smitterson.
That used to be the opposite.
You wrote it. I like it.
Was
what do you want from him? What do you want from him?
I believe at one point.
My man Smitterson over it, bro. I like Smitterson. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Defended the right of someone to claim that they were Nazi or something.
Nah, I like Smitterson. They really were. You named yourself Smitty. I like Smitterson.
Freedom of speech is fundamental.
That's my man, Smitterson in him.
And I mean, my at least perception, perhaps it isn't accurate, is that
30 office.
Pro-censorship.
Bro, congratulations, man.
More on the left than the
bro, y'all making me miss Elon, bro.
I want to get more complaints from the left than the right. Let me put it that way. So.
All right, I'm not Speed. Sorry.
But
that kind of slipped out.
For the X platform is that it is the best source of truth, or the least
inaccurate
source of truth.
I'm not Speed. I'm not Speed. I slipped out.
I don't know if you will believe me or not, but
y'all needed to be balked at.
Honesty is the best policy, and I think that the truth will win over time. And we've got this great system, and it's getting better, called Community Notes, which is fantastic, I think, at correcting falsehoods or adding.
I don't even know what he's saying, bro.
We make a point of not removing anything, but only adding context. Now that context could include that this.
You're making me miss Elon, bro.
And no one is immune to this.
Elon can kiss my ass, bro. My
advertisers not immune to it. In fact, we've had Community Notes, which has caused us some loss in advertising. Speaking of loss in advertising revenue, when a community note, if there's false advertising, the community note will say, "This is false," and here is why. I mean, there's one specific example that is public knowledge, so I'll mention it, which is at one point Uber had this ad which said "earn like a boss," and it was community noted, "If by boss you mean $12.47 an hour," this did cause at least a temporary suspension of advertising from Uber.
I got to ask you a question that might make everybody in the room uncomfortable or not uncomfortable.
Smitty is my
free
son.
speech issue. The New York
Oh,
Times company and the New York Times
Smitty.
newspaper, it appeared
Smitty.
over the summer.
Bro. Nah, bro. That the disrespect. The disrespect. I'm gonna spit on my mic, but the disrespect just now. Smitty is my son is crazy. You don't know Smitty in real life, bro?
To be throttled.
I thought y'all was boys.
What did?
The New York Times.
Well, we do require that that everyone has to buy a subscription, and we don't make exceptions for anyone.
Bro.
And I think if I want the New York Times, I have to pay for it.
Y'all asked me to watch a video. I watched it, man. Now you want me to watch all your videos. Are you serious right now? I don't care. I'm going to watch him after Elon, bro. You got to wait in line, bro. Bro. You got to wait, man. You was in the bathroom when I watched. Bro, you should have held your pee. That ain't my fault. You should have held your pee. It was important. Y'all looking for an edit, and you went to the bathroom. That ain't my fault. That ain't my fault, nephew. That ain't my fault. That my fault? No.
For a subscription.
My man is cooking.
They don't give me a free subscription.
Me and my three.
But were you throttling the New York Times relative to other news organizations, relative
Where'd
to
that come
everybody
from?
else?
Bryce Alex
was
is
it,
gay.
Was it
What?
specific to the Times?
What?
They didn't buy a subscription. By the way, it only costs like $1,000 a month. So if they just do that, then they're back in the saddle.
But you are saying that it was throttled.
Who's Bryce Alex, bro?
I mean, was there a conversation that you had with somebody? You said, look, you know,
I can't do that right now. I want to make a what's the name, man? Come on, bro.
Whatever.
Bro.
Any organization that
This is for my YouTube, bro. Say hi to YouTube, at least,
is not
bro.
going to be recommended.
But then, what does that say about free speech?
Say hi to YouTube, bro.
And what does that say about amplifying
free speech
certain
is not exactly
voices?
free. It costs a little bit.
Right, but that's it. But that's an interesting.
You know, it's like in South Park.
Say hi to YouTube, bro.
Say,
and who the hell is Bryce
freedom
Alex,
isn't
bro?
free, it costs $1.05.
And why do I care if he's gay or not?
So, but it's pretty cheap.
You lost me.
Okay. It's low cost freedom.
I got a couple more questions for you. You're headed back to Texas after this
Freedom, cheap.
to launch the Cybertruck.
Yeah.
He's an F
It's
word.
going to be a big launch.
Wait a minute. F word. Oh, don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say that. don't say that.
I wanted to ask you right now.
Yeah.
more
All right. Don't even say it. Don't even spell it. I know what word you're trying to say.
And specifically, the government put in
I get
place
it. I get
lots
it.
of
I get it.
policies, as
You ain't
know,
gotta.
to try to
You ain't gotta do all
encourage,
that. You ain't gotta do all
more
that.
EVs. And one of the things that's
I get
happened
it.
uniquely
He's an F word.
is you have now a lot of car companies saying, actually, this is too ambitious for us. These plans are too ambitious. 4,000 dealers, I don't know if you saw just yesterday, sent a letter to the White House saying, this has gone too far. You're going too far. You had this
anti-EV.
What?
This is going too fast,
What
too
are you
far,
talking
and
about,
there's
bro?
not enough demand. Underneath all this is this idea that maybe there's not enough demand for EVs, that the American public has not bought into they bought into it with your company, but they haven't bought into it broadly enough.
Well, I think if you make a compelling electric car, people will buy it. No question about it.
Like 10
electric
minutes.
car sales in China are gigantic. That's by far the
Like
biggest
8
category.
minutes.
And I think that would be the case. It's worth noting. Okay, so probably the best refutation of that is that the Tesla Model Y will be the best-selling car
Bro, I need a Tesla,
of any
bro.
kind on Earth this year. Of any kind, gasoline or
I got
otherwise.
y'all, man. I got y'all.
Is there another car company that you think is doing
Come
a
on,
good
nephew.
job
I
with your
got you.
business?
I mean, I think the Chinese car companies are extremely competitive.
I
By far
need.
our toughest
I don't
competition
even
in
care what
China.
model I get.
So,
All right, Cybertruck.
I mean, there's a lot of people
I would like a Cybertruck, bro.
who out there who think like the top 10 car
Merc.
companies is going to be Tesla,
Mercedes?
followed by 9 Chinese car companies.
Now we gonna fight, bro. Now, Mercedes better than Tesla. You want to fight, bro? What kind of fighting words is that, bro? Thoughts on? I don't know who Bryce Alex is, bro. I don't know. I'll look him up. See, bro, now y'all gonna have me watch y'all videos. Then I gotta watch who Bryce Alex is. I don't know who Bryce Alex is. I don't know who Bryce Alex is, bro.
Companies. I think they might not be wrong. So
Y'all making me miss Elon, bro.
China is super good.
Elon
at
cooking.
manufacturing, and the work ethic is incredible.
And he ain't just cooking, he cooking Alfredo right now.
You know,
Bro,
like
he
we
cook,
consider different
stirring the
leagues of
pot right now,
competitiveness
bro.
At Tesla, we consider the Chinese.
Y'all talking about Bryce Alex, bro.
And by the way, we do very
And
well
saying
with
crazy shit
because
like
our
Mercedes is better than Tesla.
How worried are you that the unionization effort that just took place?
I don't know. It might be true. I don't know.
I
It's
shouldn't say
close.
effort, but
It's very close.
the-
It's very
the-
close.
the-
I ain't gonna
the
lie.
wages and the like.
Mercedes,
at GM and
Tesla.
Ford
Mercedes,
that
Tesla.
They're coming for you.
It's pretty close. I ain't gonna lie.
And they are coming for you. What is that going to mean to you and your business?
Well, I think it's generally not good to have an adversarial relationship between people on the line, you know, one group at the company and another group. In fact, I disagree with the idea of unions, but perhaps for a reason that is different than people may expect, which is I just don't like anything which creates kind of a lords and peasants sort of thing.
You gotta
And I
wait
think the
8
unions
minutes.
naturally try
Bro,
to
bro.
create negativity in a company and create a kind of sort of lords and peasants situation. There are many people at Tesla
Jaden is
who
gay.
have gone from working on the line to being in senior management. There is no lords and peasants. Everyone eats at the same table. Everyone parks in the same parking lot. You know, at GM, there's a special elevator only for senior executives. We have no such thing at Tesla. You know, and the thing is that I actually know the people on the line because I worked on the line and I walked the line and I slept in the factory and I worked beside them. So
Okay.
I'm no stranger to
All right. Went a little too far. All right.
And there are actually many times where I've said, well, can't we just hold a union vote? But apparently a company is not allowed to hold a union vote. So it has to be somehow called for, but the unions can't do it. So I said, well, let's just hold a vote and see what happens. The actual problem is the opposite. It's not that people are trapped at Tesla building cars. The challenge is how do we retain great people to do the hard work of building cars when they have like 6 other opportunities that they can do that are easier. That's the actual difficulty, is that building cars is hard work and there are much easier jobs. And I just want to say that I'm incredibly appreciative of those who build cars, and they know it.
And when I watch our video, no, 8 minutes, bro. 8 minutes. 8 minutes. And, right, when I'm finished watching this, I watch y'all videos. Y'all got to come back a day. You ain't watched this, man. You're lying. You telling lies, bro.
So
You're lying. I know, and you know,
I don't know.
you
Maybe
lying,
there
bro.
will be unionized.
Come on, bro.
I say like if Tesla gets
You
unionized,
ain't watched
it'll be
this.
because we deserve it and we failed in some way.
I could look at the words that you saying that you ain't watched this. Come on, bro.
We certainly try hard to
You're
ensure
lying.
the prosperity of everyone. We give everyone stock options. we've made many people who are just working the line who didn't even know what stocks
My man
were.
has said,
The millionaires.
Elon is your grandpa.
So,
I need a Tesla,
We're gonna
bro.
run out of time. Final couple quick questions.
See, it's almost
When
over.
do you have the time to tweet or to post? I actually think about it all the time. As I said,
well,
I
I use
use
to the
it.
bathroom sometimes.
I use it all the time.
Yes,
Meaning,
it is,
if
bro.
we were to open up our phones and look at the screen
Tesla
time,
truck.
what does
Tesla
yours look
truck.
like?
I need a Tesla truck.
Well, about every 3 hours,
My Tesla
I
truck.
make a trip to the
I
lavatory.
be in
And
my
that's the
Tesla
only
truck.
time you do
Rolling.
this? Seems like you're on there a lot.
Rolling in my Tesla truck.
No,
For white yoga people. Bro, I seen
there'll be
people
like
drive
brief moments
cabs. Bro, I seen people drive cabs in Tesla trucks, bro. White yoga people, not, bro. That's racist.
between
That
meetings.
that's kind of racist, bro. I ain't even.
I mean, it's not. Obviously, I have like 17 jobs, so
You being racist, bro.
and no. I guess technically it's work at this point.
It
What's
is.
up, OG
but I
shit
think it's
ride,
just in terms
bro?
of your mind share. I mean,
Type
by the
shit.
way, there's a lot of people who
Bro,
should
come
be
on, Duke Dennis. Type sheet.
who are on this app.
Technically, posting on Twitter or X is work. It does count as work. So that's
Bro.
there's that. But no, I mean, I think I'm on.
Trail boss.
Well, I guess usually probably I'm on for longer than I think I am.
But I know, but do you think
'Cause
that's
if you
5
look at
hours a
the-
day?
if you
4
Trail
hours?
The
boss.
screen time of like number of hours per week. Sometimes that's a scary number. It's probably, I don't know.
Y'all
it's a
making
little
me
over an
miss
hour a day or something like
the man Elon Musk, bro.
If we really looked at this together, do you have your phone with you?
that. Yeah.
You want to look?
Okay.
Boss J.
Okay, here we go. You ready? Screen time. Hit general.
Screen time.
Bro, it's about to be over.
Sometimes it's a scary number.
Look, it's about to be
I know,
over,
that's
bro.
why I
5
thought,
more minutes, bro. 5 more minutes, bro.
I just got a new phone, so I think this is not accurate because it says it's 1 minute. Pretty sure it's more than that. Oh, wait, it's over the week. There we go.
Yeah, go to the week.
I don't like to swear because you know what I mean.
Okay, so it's still wrong. It's more than 4 minutes. I just got a new phone, so this is not accurate. It literally says 4 minutes.
New phone. Tim Cook sent you that phone?
New phone. Who does?
Bro, you doing too much, my
I should
guy.
ask, by the way, because I just mentioned Tim
And
Cook.
reporting.
Do you feel like you're
Come
going to
on,
have to
bro,
have a battle
bro.
with him eventually? Is that the next?
What you doing all that for,
over the App
bro?
Store?
The idea of making a phone. Oh, phone. What do you mean, like?
No.
App Store?
Over the App Store. Did you ever
what?
make a phone? Sam Altman's apparently thinking about making a
520.
phone. Johnny.
Bro, y'all counting?
I mean.
Oh, y'all counting, bro.
I mean, if
No
there's a
way.
essential need to make a phone.
Are y'all
make a phone,
counting,
but
bro? Like
I had
what?
a lot of fish to fry. So, I mean, I do think there's a fundamental challenge that phone makers have at this point because you've got basically a black rectangle. How do you make that?
My man counting minutes.
So do you want to do that? What does that look like in Elon's head?
No, that's literally good phrase.
5 more minutes, bro.
Neuralink.
Well, there we go. We need to touch that before it's over.
The best interface would be a
5 more minutes, my guy.
brain.
Come on, nephew.
That would be a Neuralink.
How far away do you think from that, and how
5 more
excited
minutes.
or scary does that seem to be? And
They
we read
wrapping
these
it up.
Headlines, obviously, about
Look.
Monkeys who died, as you know. What should we think about that?
Actually, the USDA inspector
You a
who
gift.
came by the Neuralink facilities.
You will
literally
sub.
said in her entire career she has never seen a better animal care facility. We are the nicest.
You said you a sub for my video react?
Possibly be, even to the rats and mice, even though they did the plague and everything. It is like monkey paradise. Oh,
you could go to. I bet. Got
The thing
you.
that gets conflated is that there were some terminal monkeys where, this is actually several years ago. where the
313
monkeys were
hood.
About to die, and we're like, okay, we've got an experimental device. It's the kind of thing we should only put on a monkey that's about to die, and then. Now the monkey died, but it didn't die because of the Neuralink.
Detroit.
Because it was, had a terminal case of cancer or something like that.
The D. Oh, nah, my fault. Detroit,
Neuralink
not the D.
has
Pause.
never caused the death of a monkey. It's the best. Unless they're hiding something from me, it has never caused the death of a monkey. And in fact, we've now had monkeys with Neuralink implants for like 2-3 years, and they're doing great. So
monkeys with Neuralinks.
And we've even replaced the Neuralink twice.
Damn.
And we're getting ready to do the first implants in hopefully in a few months. The early implementations of Neuralink, I think, are unequivocally.
Don't spell it.
Speaking of the double-edged
Do
sword,
not
early
spell it.
implementations are single-edged sword, because the first
Do
implementations
not
will
spell
be
it, bro.
to enable people who have lost the brain-body connection to be able to operate a computer or a phone faster than someone who has hands that work. So you can imagine if Stephen Hawking could communicate faster than someone who had full body functionality, how incredible that would be. Well, that's what this device will do. And we should have a proof of that in a human, hopefully in a few months.
Don't spell it, bro.
It
Don't spell it, bro.
in monkeys and worked quite well.
Y'all making me miss the last 4 minutes of Elon, bro.
Video games.
4 minutes left, bro. Y'all tripping.
So, and the next application after the sort of those, dealing with tetraplegics who
send a picture to my Discord, bro. Nah, I don't believe you. Jaden's plays.
Vision
I don't believe you.
The next thing. So it's like if somebody is like
my Discord is right there.
Lost both eyes or the optic nerve has failed, basically where they have no.
Send a picture to my Discord.
Sort of some
don't believe
correction. That will be the next thing for Neuralink is a direct vision interface. And in fact, then you could be like Geordi LaForge from Star Trek. You could see in like any frequency. Actually, you could see in radar if you want.
2 final questions, and then we're going to end this conversation, which I think has taken everybody inside the mind of Elon Musk today.
Not as well as Neuralink will.
Yeah, man is from the three.
Self-driving cars.
Smithison is from the 313.
And I asked this question of Pete Buttigieg, Transportation Secretary. It's actually something you retweeted, so I wanted to ask you the same question. There's a big question about autonomous vehicles and.
Yeah. I can't come right now, babe.
And the safety of them. But there's also a question about when it will be politically palatable in this country for people to die in cars that are controlled by computers, which is, say, we have 35,000, 40,000 deaths every year in this country.
Yeah.
If you could bring that number down,
it ain't been 5 minutes, bro.
5,000. That might be a great thing.
It's only 5 minutes, bro. It's like 4 minutes left.
Will accept the idea that 5,000 people, that your family might have perished in a vehicle as a result not
There's
of a
4 minutes left, bro. Like,
but of a computer.
Yes. Well, first of all, humans are terrible drivers. So people text.
Bro, it's 4 minutes, bro. Look, 4 minutes, bro.
Get into arguments. They,
you can't count. Come on, bro. 4 minutes.
In cars that they should not do. So.
Come on,
it's
nephew.
It's remarkable that there are not more deaths than there
4
are.
minutes.
What we'll find with computer driving is, I think, probably an order of magnitude reduction in deaths. I think. Now, and the U.S. has actually far fewer deaths per capita than the rest of the world.
Bro, you from Detroit?
If you go worldwide, I think there's something close to 1 million deaths per year due to automotive accidents. So I think computer driving will probably drop that.
Big J gonna find me?
By 90% or more.
Bro.
It won't be perfect.
Bro, you like 16, bro.
And do you think that the public will accept that? Do you think the government will accept that?
Come on, bro. I got you, bro.
In large numbers, it will simply be so obviously true that it really cannot be denied.
And what do you think? I know we've talked about the timeline before, and I know people have criticized
and this is the end.
For putting out timelines that may not have come true just yet. But what do you think it really is? And by the way, do you ever say to yourself, I shouldn't have said that?
Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
Wait, I should have said that.
Come on, bro.
Yeah,
You know you my dogs in them.
I'm optimistic about. I
know you my dogs in them.
About timescales, and if I was not
tell all your mans and them to come through. We chilling on the channel. Y'all part of the nation, bro. Y'all acting like that, and y'all part of the nation, bro. You bro. You a part of the nation, bro, and you acting like that, my guy. You acting like that? You part of the nation, bro. See, now keep the video playing. Nah, I can't talk and hear at the same time, bro. This 4 minutes could have been over. Now it's 4 minutes more.
As you pointed out, many people said they would fail, and in fact,
now it's 3 minutes.
Actually, I agreed with them. I said, yes, it probably will fail. And they're like, okay. But I thought SpaceX and Tesla had less than a 10% chance of success when we started them. Yeah, anyway, but the self-driving thing is I've been optimistic about it. We've certainly made a lot of progress. If anybody has tried.
What do you mean by that? Funky? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that?
It has been using the sort of full self-driving beta. The progress.
You want me to say a lot, bro? You want me to do a whole commercial?
Substantial. It's really now at the point where, in most places, it'll take you from one place to another with no interventions. And the data is unequivocal that that supervised full self-driving is somewhere around 4 times safer, or maybe more, than just human driving by themselves. So I can certainly see it coming. Actually, really,
but do you think it's another 5 or 10 years? I mean, people say
no.
He's cooking right now, bro.
Definitely not.
And do you feel like investors have invested in something that hasn't happened yet? Is that fair to them? And that's the other question that people have about that.
Well, I mean, I think they've all, with rare exception, thought it wasn't happening. So they were investing in, despite thinking.
But I married Elon, bro. Is you good?
So they're not saying, "Oh, we just believe everything Elon says, hook, line, and sinker." But the thing is that, I mean, I would be a fair criticism of me to say that I'm late, but it isn't. But I always deliver in the end.
Let me ask you the final
question.
You
got a script?
I took note of this. It was November 11th, and you took.
Bro, you made a script
and you wrote
for me to say?
Words.
Smithison.
You said amplify empathy.
Right.
Smithison, what is you on right now?
Given all the things that have been going on.
My man got a script.
Do you remember what you were thinking?
Well, I think it's quite literally.
I understand it, but what was going on?
My man made a script for me.
Well, I was encouraging people to amplify empathy. Literally. I tend to be quite literal.
But was there something that had happened that you had seen that you said to yourself, I want to say that?
I think I was talking to some friends.
Oh, now you like the name. Now you like the name Smithison. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. See?
And so I wrote
my man Smithison in them.
If you wanted an unvarnished look inside the mind of Elon Musk, I think you just saw it.
Look, sometimes it's pretty simple, you know.
Elon Musk, thank you very, very much for the conversation.
All right, thank you.
Appreciate it very, very much. Thank you. Thank you so much. Here, take that with you for a second.
They know who Smitty is in this, bro.
They
know who Smith is in this, bro.
Stuck around for what has been a remarkable day. We are so appreciative of everybody who has been with us for so many years, coming back to this every year. So thank you. I hope you had a great day, and I hope we have an opportunity to do this again. Elon Musk, everybody, thank you.